you represent, will they be a majority of yes or no vote?
It'll be interesting to see. I mean, one thing that I do know is the way in which Indigenous people in remote communities are exploited for the purpose of, somebody else's agenda. I think going ahead, we probably need to look at the way in which the AEC, the NTEC conduct themselves when it comes to remote polling at elections, at referendums. I think we should take away those who come in with their how to votes, the unions that come in and overpower vulnerable Aboriginal people in those communities. There is a lot that goes on in remote communities that the rest of Australia doesn't get to see. If we had cameras in those remote communities, at those polling booths, Australia would see what goes on within those communities. There's a lot of manipulation.
What are you suggesting the AEC?
You know what? People are committing suicides in these communities. People are being raped and beaten, and this is the questions you come up with? Where's about getting results? Getting people reducing suicide instead of this nonsense that you people carry on with. It's about time. We had a vote tonight that said Australians want to get things done. Well, stop talking about all this other nonsense and actually start talking about those kids and those who are young as 9 and 10 who commit suicide in their communities, and those kids who get raped and pillaged, and people who haven't got jobs, for God's sake. Wake up to yourselves and start asking real questions and making governments accountable.